It's been a while. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but I've stolen your husband from you. I think that he's going to ask to get a divorce with you later today. I just wanted to let you know so that you could be prepared.
Wait, what are you talking about? You're joking, right, Chloe?
I'm not joking at all. Anyway, how have you been? I haven't seen you since we graduated from university together. It's been 2 years since we last saw each other.
Yeah, I've been doing good. I'm just struggling to process what you just told me. You stole my husband? What do you mean by that?
It's not that hard to understand, is it? I'm talking about your husband, Ian. I decided to steal him from you because, look at him. That is one gorgeous man. He fell in love with me immediately and told me that he wants to marry me instead of you. I'm so sorry that this had to happen to you.
What in the world are you talking about? Have you gone insane? I know that this is just a prank. I'm not going to fall for it.
I know that you don't want to believe what I just told you. It must be pretty rough losing your husband to one of your close friends. Unfortunately, it's really happening and you're just going to have to accept this reality. He told me that I was so much more attractive than you. You've become a lot less attractive ever since you had a child. I guess you're too busy looking after your kid and stopped caring about your appearance. I think that Ian would be much happier getting married to me. I'll make sure that he's satisfied all the time. He told me that he's going to kick you out and that he's going to let me be with him instead. I know that his house is really big and expensive. I'm so sorry that I'm going to be stealing that from you as well.
Would you please hold on a minute? I need a little time to process everything that you just told me. Would you be able to explain what's going on in more detail? I need you to tell me step by step because I'm a little overwhelmed right now.
Are you serious? I just told you what's going on. How do you not understand? Fine, I guess I'll tell you about how we met. The first time that I met him was at a party that was hosted by a mutual friend. We got along really well from the start. He told me that his wife was from the same university that I went to. That's when I found out that you were his wife. What a small world, right? I was really surprised. I had no idea that you got married and had a child already. You should have told me about it.
Yeah, I guess I should have told you about it. Still, that doesn't matter right now. What happened after you guys met at the party?
We ended up getting pretty drunk and decided to leave the party so we could spend some time alone together. You can probably imagine what happened after that. That's when he told me that you had become really unattractive after you gave birth to your child. He also complained about how you kept on spending all the money that he earned. He told me that you were busy caring for your child and that you stopped paying attention to him. He was really lonely. That's when I decided I would take care of him for you. We started dating on the day that we met. We spent the night together at a hotel. It was such an amazing night.
Okay, cool. What happened after that? You guys started dating, right? Please tell me the next part of the story.
After we spent the night together, we texted each other a lot. It was difficult trying to keep our relationship a secret from you. You are his wife, after all. We kept on seeing each other in secret, but it wasn't very often. I think that he finally decided that he wants to spend more time with me, and that's why he asked me to marry him. I'm so happy that we no longer have to keep our relationship a secret. We can see each other whenever we want now. He promised me that he was going to get a divorce with you today. You better start packing up all your belongings because you're going to be kicked out of that house later today.
I'm going to be kicked out of this house? What do you mean?
You guys are living in a huge house together, right? The one that his parents gave to him. He showed me some pictures of the house the other day. I couldn't believe my eyes. That place is so huge and glamorous. A person like you doesn't deserve to live in a house that beautiful. I'll take your place as the house is so much more fitting for someone like me. I'm so excited to start my new life in that house. I'm going to live a luxurious life and never work ever again. I heard that he has plenty of savings and that he's going to inherit so many valuable things from his parents.
I really don't understand what you're talking about. What is he going to inherit? Who's he going to inherit anything from?
Wait, you don't know about any of this? I'm talking about all the land and valuable possessions that he's going to inherit from his parents. I heard that they're both alive but don't have that much time left. Once they're gone, he's going to inherit over $3 million worth of possessions. All of that is going to be mine once I get married to him.
$3 million? I have no idea where you guys are getting that figure from. I think I kind of get what's happening now. Let me try to summarize what you just told me. You and Ian were cheating on me, and he decided that he's going to get married to you instead. He's going to get a divorce with me, and he's going to kick me and my child out of this house. You're also telling me that you guys are going to inherit all of his parents' valuable possessions. That's pretty much what's happening, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You can't even satisfy him anymore. There's no need for you guys to stay married now. We'll make sure to pay you the money for child support, so hurry up and get divorced. I'm sure that you guys are going to struggle to make a living from here on, but I wish you the best of luck.
Okay, thanks for explaining everything to me. I totally understand your side of the story now. Would it be okay if I tell you my side of the story now?
I really don't think there's any point of you telling me. It's not going to change anything. If it's going to make you feel a little better, then I don't mind listening.
Okay, I guess this would be the best place to start. I think there's been a huge misunderstanding between us. I'm not married at all. I'm single.
What did you just say?
In fact, I've never been married a single time in my life before. I did have a boyfriend till a little while ago, but we broke up pretty recently. I have no idea why you thought I was married. I'm completely single right now.
Why are you trying to lie to me all of a sudden? It's not funny at all.
I'm actually not lying to you at all. There's absolutely no reason for me to lie to you about this. I'm not married, and I know for sure that I don't have a child. I also have no idea who Ian is. I've never even had a friend called Ian, so you don't need to apologize to me for taking him.
What in the world is going on? You must be trying to pull a prank on me. There's no way that I've made a huge mistake like this. You're just doing this to me to take revenge for taking your husband. Stop trying to confuse me.
I'm sorry, but I really do have no idea what you're talking about. I've been confused ever since the first couple of text messages that you sent to me. I'm currently living in a small apartment room by myself, so I have no idea what house you keep on talking about. I don't have a husband, so I don't have any parents-in-law. My parents are really healthy, so I have no intention of inheriting anything from them anytime soon. None of your story matches up to me at all. You must have got the wrong person. That's the only way this can be explained.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to tell me that I'm wrong? Are you seriously single right now? Who the hell is Ian then? He kept on telling me about you.
I really have no idea who he is. This is all just a huge misunderstanding. I really don't know anything about what you're talking about.
Stop lying to me! I promised to get married to him today. I also lent him $100,000 because he told me he needed the money to get a divorce with you. He told me that he would give it back to me later.
Wait, what did you just say? You gave him $100,000?
I didn't give it to him. I let him borrow it. He told me it's the money to pay you for child support and a little extra for cheating on you. He said that he felt bad about cheating on you and that he wanted to give you the money before getting the divorce. He told me that he didn't have much savings because you kept on spending all his money. That's why I decided to lend him the money. I was desperate to get married to him as soon as possible. He kept on saying that he couldn't divorce you until he could give you the $100,000. I didn't have enough savings either, so I went around borrowing money from many places. I was told that he would pay me back with the money he would inherit from his parents in the near future. He promised me. He showed me so many pictures of the house and the land that we would be inheriting. I'm going to get married to him and live in this huge house with him. Don't lie to me and tell me that you're single. He's your husband, right? Please tell me that you're his current wife.
I don't really want to have to tell you this, but aren't you being tricked by him? I think that you've been scammed. Everything that you just told me makes me think that he succeeded in stealing $100,000 from you.
There's no way that's true. I haven't been scammed, have I? I can't afford to lose that $100,000 right now.
It's a little unfortunate, but I think it's very likely that he made all of this up to steal the money from you. He must have lied to you about being married to me.
There's no way that a smart person like me would ever be scammed. I know for sure that he's not tricking me. We really love each other and we both want to get married. Stop trying to make me worried. I know that everything that you're telling me is a huge lie.
I'm just trying to tell you the truth. If you really think that he hasn't scammed you, then why don't you just ask him? Do you even know where he is right now? In fact, what do you know about him? Do you know his age, workplace, friends? What about the address of that huge house? I think you might have just downloaded the photo off the internet.
I don't know anything about him, actually. Now that I think about it, he's never told me any private information about himself.
Yeah, that should have been a huge red flag. Why don't you try contacting him and see what he says? Call or text him and see if he even replies. If he doesn't reply, then I think we know what's going on.
He's not answering at all. I think that he's blocked my number completely. The phone won't even ring. It's telling me that his number no longer exists. What does that even mean? Maybe he just lost his phone. I'm sure he's going to contact me later when he gets a new phone.
Yeah, I really doubt that's going to happen. I guess he's running away with your money right this moment. You gave him $100,000, right? I don't think he has any intention of ever meeting or contacting you ever again. I wouldn't be surprised if he left the country with that kind of money. You've definitely fallen for a scam. The huge house and the inheritance from his parents were all a lie to trick you. I doubt he has any feelings for you at all either.
What should I do? I have no idea what I meant to do now. I already gave him the $100,000. Most of that money is what I borrowed. I have to give it back eventually. If he really did scam me, what am I meant to do? I can't pay back that much money. I don't have any savings left in my bank account.
I'm probably not the person that you should be talking to about this. I would go to the police as soon as you can and report this as a crime. You better pray that the police can catch him before he spends all the money you gave him.
I can't do that! The police would take forever to even start looking for him. I need the $100,000 back right away. I borrowed some money from some sketchy people and they're not going to patiently wait around for me to pay them back. The bank wouldn't lend me such a huge amount of money, so I had to borrow money from some criminals. They told me that if I don't pay them back soon, I'm going to regret it. I think they're going to do some horrible things to me if I don't pay them back by the end of this week. Please, would you help me out? I really need the money immediately. We're good friends, right? I think friends should help each other out when they're in trouble. I know for sure that I would help you out if you were in my situation.
I'm sorry, but I have no intention of helping you out. I do feel a little bad that you got scammed, but I don't want to be friends with you anymore. I think it's disgusting that you were willing to sleep with a man knowing that he had a wife. You were also acting really arrogantly towards me and kept on looking down on me. I know that this was all a huge misunderstanding, but I don't really want to be associated with you anymore. I don't think we were that close anyway. We hadn't talked a single time ever since we graduated. Please don't bother contacting me ever again. Even if you do, I probably won't bother replying.
How could you say that to me? Don't be so mean to me. Would you please just lend me a little bit of money? I'm really desperate right now. Please, would you just help me out?
I already told you that I'm not going to be helping you out. Anyway, I've got to get going now. Best of luck sorting this all out. Chloe kept on trying to contact me even after I told her to stop. She was starting to get really annoying, so I ended up having to block her number. I also changed my phone number just in case she decided to get a new phone. I cut ties with her completely. She decided to keep everything that happened a secret from her parents. She also decided not to go to the police to report the crime. I think that she was embarrassed to admit that she had fallen for such an easy scam. She also thought that her parents would be disappointed in her for trying to steal a married man, even though it all turned out to be a lie. She tried to ask all of her friends to lend her money without explaining her situation to them. Nobody was willing to lend her money without an explanation, and she was unable to pay back any of the money that she borrowed. I heard rumors that she had been kidnapped by a group of men wearing masks. Currently, nobody knows about where she is living or what she's doing. It's such a shame that she fell for such a simple scam. What a terrible way to ruin her life completely. The guy that scammed her was arrested around a month later for a separate scam that he tried to commit. He was on the news and the local newspaper for a couple of days for the crimes that he had committed. I saw a picture of his face, but he really was a complete stranger. It was someone that I had never met before. I really have no idea why I had to get involved in all of this. I'm curious as to where he got my information. I sincerely hope that I never have to get involved in a situation like this again. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.
Hey, Nicole! How come you haven't liked my post on Instagram? You can't miss out on what I posted today! When you get the chance, go on Instagram and like my post, okay? It's something that you really need to see.
Oh, sorry, but I stopped using Instagram.
You what? When did this happen? You used to always use Instagram.
I stopped using it about a year ago. I also got a new phone ever since my husband left. Because of that situation, I thought it would be best to stop using social media for a while and also try to avoid you. Now that I'm single and living alone, I've been trying really hard to work and take care of myself these days. I just don't have time for social media anymore. I have to focus on more important things right now.
So what if you're single and working now? Is that really a good excuse to shut out all social media? So what am I supposed to do about the pictures I posted? I needed you to see them. The pictures are of me and Todd having a luxurious Christmas dinner. I also posted a picture of the wedding ring he bought me. It was thousands of dollars and from a famous brand of jewelry.
A wedding ring already? You guys sure move fast.
This is too funny. I posted the dinner and ring on Instagram. It was the first time I have ever gotten over 1,000 likes. I was so happy. It made me feel like I was famous or something.
Wow, good for you. Have you transferred your child's daycare place yet? Hopefully he keeps his word on that. It would be troublesome if you guys didn't.
What? Why should I have to transfer my kid to another daycare?
I thought this was something you guys would have talked about already. I don't care if you two have gotten married or not. You are both horrible people. I don't want your son to be going to the same daycare as my son. I also don't want to see your face while I pick him up either. I also don't want to expose my son to his father kissing another woman and taking care of another woman's son. It's not fair for him to see that. Do you understand where I'm coming from? My son already lost his father to another woman and her family. He doesn't need to go through any more heartache.
I totally understand. You would go and say something like that. But you need to know something. We don't intend to leave the current daycare we go to.
Why not? I thought I gave you a good reason.
Because my son loves his daycare. So what if he sees his father with another family? He needs to learn the reality of things sooner or later. Plus, my son has a lot of friends and really likes going there. If I were to take him away from that, he would be really sad.
I get that your son likes it there, but so does mine. My son was the one who lost his father. Not to mention, you were one of my best friends before you slept with my husband. You didn't even take time to think about how it would hurt me and my son. This was your doing, so please just find another daycare. Don't turn this into a bigger issue than it needs to be.
So what? Why are you being such a sore loser about this? How you and your son feel does not concern me. Just get over it.
Are you being serious right now?
Of course I am. I have no reason to be joking about this. If you are the one who doesn't want to see us, then just transfer your own son to another daycare. This isn't my problem. It's yours. I'm on the winning side with my new rich and famous husband. So stop being selfish and do things yourself. It was this exact selfish behavior that made your husband want to cheat on you.
Huh? Rich and famous?
I knew my hunch wasn't wrong. Todd was always wearing super expensive brand name suits. He has a nice beard and wears expensive cologne, too. I targeted him because I knew he was loaded. He is a doctor who makes over $2 million a year. He is just so perfect.
Hold on a second. Did you just really say that he's a doctor?
I swear I am truly sorry about what I did to you. I really couldn't help myself. I had to steal him away from you because he's too perfect. But the whole reason why I was able to steal him in the first place was because you were a bad wife. At the end of the day, I still want us to be good mom friends, though. There's no reason for us to fight.
What?
Compared to you, I'm the prettier one anyway. No matter how busy I get, I will always look nice and wear makeup for my husband. You, on the other hand, work way too much and barely wear makeup at all. You don't really dress up that often and just look boring, too. You are basically finished as a woman. That's why we can still be friends. You've got nothing going for you compared to my looks. I don't even have to worry about him wanting you back because who would? Just face it, you're ugly for a woman, but we can still be friends. I can also help you out and try to find you another husband that will suit you better. What do you say?
There are many things going through my mind right now that I want to argue with you about, but I have one question. I really just need to confirm something with you. That's all.
Oh, I'm sorry. I really want to keep talking, but I have to go. We can talk more after I finish all of the wedding planning. But for now, I have to cut you off. So sorry. Anyway, I've already told you the main thing I wanted to talk to you about. I just thought that you should know that I'm marrying Todd, and now he is a doctor making over $2 million a year. This was all supposed to be your life, but it's mine now.
No, really. Congratulations.
I know you don't really think that, so don't say it. You don't have to act strong like you're the bigger person here. I know how sad and jealous you really are. I'm sure you can barely handle this conversation right now. I'm marrying your ex, and the future that you were supposed to have with him is all mine. I understand if you're in denial, too. It's really okay.
I'm going to have to stop you right there because I am not thinking those things at all.
Please wait until we talk again next time. I'll tell you all about the wedding. Actually, you wouldn't mind attending, would you? I'll make a reserved seat just for you. I'll have you sit in the front row so that way you can witness our love firsthand. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
All right, Todd, let's get down to business, shall we? I'm really curious about this story you told Tiffany recently. I'm really surprised. Since when did you ever go to medical school and become a doctor? There's no way you could have done that within this past year, let alone be making $2 million a year. Not that long ago, you were just an ordinary office worker. But now you are a top-notch doctor. Care to explain? What? How did you know about this? I heard a lot from Tiffany recently. She told me how you make $2 million a year now and that you're a doctor. She bragged about stealing you from me and how you two are having a wedding soon, too. Nicole! Please, I'm begging you. Please keep this a secret from Tiffany. Just don't say anything to her.
What should I do about this? Can you explain this to me a bit more?
Well, it's true that I'm no doctor and that I don't make $2 million a year. All I can say is that I really can't have you telling Tiffany about this. Just please, don't.
But why are you telling such a big lie to her? I don't really understand. Also, why did you even cheat on me with her? Just how long has that been going on before you suddenly left me? I never got answers. Now I'm hearing this crazy story.
Sorry, it's not like I meant to have things turn out this way. I really meant to tell you eventually that we should separate. I wanted to tell you about it right away, but I just couldn't, so I left. I also wanted to impress her even more by telling her I was a top-notch doctor making a lot of money, but then things got carried away. I just couldn't find the right time to tell you about my cheating and to tell her that I was lying about my career.
Are you being serious right now?
It was just nice to have another woman think of you as something more than just an average office worker. I knew she thought I probably made a lot of money, so I told her I was a doctor. But of course, I regret it now. I want to tell her the truth, but I can't. She's just too cute, and I don't want to hurt her feelings either. So I'm still faking it as a doctor, and I'm really freaking out.
I'm honestly just disgusted with this whole situation. I have to deal with seeing her at my son's daycare, and Kenny has to see you being a father to another boy. Do you understand how I feel? She used to be my friend too, and now you are begging me to keep this lie a secret to save your relationship after leaving me?
Shut up. Stop making this all about you as if I left for no reason. I left because you always nagged me. There was never a decent moment of peace with you around. You would always come home tired from work, too. You never cared for my needs in the relationship. Plus, she's just so much better than you. She does whatever I want and waits on me hand and foot. She has always put my needs first. What kind of man wouldn't want that?
I actually didn't really nag you. It was more like you were lazy, but whatever. This doesn't matter. Why are you even telling me about how much you like her right now? I couldn't care less. Plus, you always bought expensive things we couldn't afford. You know that I made the most money in our relationship and I was in charge of our finances. You would come home with a new expensive suit or go out and eat dinner that was well over $60. Telling you to tone it down a notch for money's sake shouldn't be that big of a deal. You are nothing but a show-off and you make me sick.
Shut up. I can afford most things with my current salary. I'm just trying to be reasonable about it now because this whole lie is tearing my wallet apart.
Then just tell her the truth. You are no doctor. But you can still tell her you can afford reasonable luxury things here and there. Just not all of the time. What's so bad about saying that?
It's because living a super rich life is extremely important to her. I just can't bring myself to do it. I'm really worried about how she would react. I never thought I would feel so much pressure at this point in my life. I may never recover our relationship if she finds out. There is no way I can tell her that my whole life and career are a lie. I'm also currently not working and getting money from my savings account.
It shouldn't be that big of a deal. It's not like you don't have money at all. Although, not working is going to catch up to you soon.
It doesn't matter. Just take my word for it. She absolutely can't find out about this. There's just no good timing to say it, no matter how hard I think about it. Just let me be selfish one last time. Please, don't say anything.
Hey there, Nicole! Thank you so much for attending our wedding. So, what did you think of everything? It was a very gorgeous and extravagant wedding, wasn't it?
Yes, it really was. I was a bit surprised, to be honest.
You had such a stunning and extravagant dress. You even changed into another beautiful dress after the ceremony. The food was also delicious, and you even had live entertainment. Gorgeous and expensive are the words that describe this wedding. It really was amazing. I know, right? My goal was to have a way better wedding than you did. I guess you can say that I was successful. I'm just so much better than you are in every aspect of your life. How do you feel knowing that I have everything you wish you had?
But I mean, I don't want to be rude or anything, but are you sure you can afford a wedding like this? Don't get me wrong. It was a wonderful wedding to celebrate the love that you two share, but it was a lot. You have the money to pay for it all, right?
You're right, it was expensive. The total cost was around $100,000.
A 100 grand wedding? Are you sure you have that kind of money?
You already know we can afford it, silly. I'm married to a doctor who makes way more than that amount a year, remember? Paying for this is like less than a month's wage for him. I just did whatever I wanted for this wedding. I'll let him know the cost later. It shouldn't be a problem.
What? You can't be serious.
Well, why not? I have to be a little selfish. Todd was being stingy and saying we should have a small and normal wedding. I have to do something about it because I know we have the money for something more extravagant. So I planned everything without telling him the cost yet. But it should be fine, right? He makes so much money, so I just help myself and put it all under his name. There's no reason to be stingy and cheap when you make $2 million a year. I mean, come on.
So you planned out this entire wedding and bought whatever you wanted? And Todd doesn't know about the cost of it all yet.
Yeah! I told the people I rented the venue from that he will eventually pay them. I also let them know how rich he is and that the staff will all be tipped very well. It's nice to have a rich husband and spend money however you want. I have a drink and I'm just relaxing right now.
Tell me you're lying about the cost of the wedding.
Anyway, the money doesn't matter. This was such a great way to celebrate us. Instead of talking about the cost, why don't you just keep congratulating us while you hide your jealousy and rage? I'm trying to enjoy my wedding day, so the least you can do is act like my friend again. Think about someone else other than yourself for once.
I'm actually not jealous or mad at all. I really don't care. I'm actually really happy for both of you. You are perfect for each other.
Huh? What do you mean?
I've also never been to a wedding where I've had this much fun before. Everything has been very amusing to me. Even knowing how much the wedding was makes it even better. I got to enjoy myself and eat good food, and I get to watch the drama unfold afterward. I mean, how does a former office worker that's currently out of work pay for a $100,000 wedding?
What?
I wonder what Todd is doing right now. He's probably only thinking about the cost of everything. I'm sure he's worried. How is he going to tell the venue staff that he can't afford to pay for anything? I would actually love to see that. Poor Todd. Not only is he out of work, but probably in a lot of debt. I know he didn't have much left in his savings account.
Did you just say he is out of work? What do you mean? Just what the hell are you going on about all of a sudden? He is a doctor and makes a lot of money. He isn't jobless or living off of savings. He told me himself that he's a doctor and makes $2 million a year. He's a millionaire and the best doctor around. Stop being so nonsensical.
But Todd isn't a doctor. He is nothing but your average office worker who is currently out of work. Did you actually believe he was a doctor? I just spoke with him a couple of months ago and he told me he was not working.
What? He's just an office worker?
Yeah. Sorry, but could you tell Todd that I'm sorry and can't keep his secret any longer? He is going to be so mad at me, but I just couldn't help it. He was lying to you this whole time about his career to impress you and couldn't find the right time to tell you the truth. Not only is he a liar, but also a cheater. That's the type of man you just married.
Wait. Just stop. Hold on. Just what the hell is going on? Is what you're saying true? Is he really a liar? Did he really lie to me this whole time? Why would he keep a secret like this from me?
Sorry, But he really did lie about his whole career to you. There is no way he could ever be a doctor that makes $2 million a year. That's just so unreasonable anyway. He is nothing but a jobless man right now. When he was married to me, he was just your average office worker. There's nothing more to it.
No way.
I am actually the doctor, but I make around $200,000 a year to be more precise. $2 million? You really believed such an outrageous lie?
What?
What a great response. After the way you have been talking to me, this really was satisfying. I'm sorry, but I couldn't help but laugh.
No, seriously. What are you saying? This is a joke, right? You're not really a doctor, are you? Todd can't be lying to me. Is he? There's no way he could have kept this from me this whole time.
I really don't know what else to say. I'm telling the truth. You don't have to believe me, though. You will find out when the time comes to pay for the wedding. I just know that Todd is full of anxiety.
No! This can't really be happening right now. Then how did he invite people from the hospital to be here at the wedding today? I was also talking to his superior that trained him and met other doctors that work with him. You saw him introducing them to me, right? There's no way he can be faking this. It all seems so real.
Huh? Co-workers from the hospital? Those people were not doctors. I'm very active in the medical field and attend plenty of meetings to know who people are. I didn't know a single one of those people he introduced you to.
What? Then who are they?
Paid actors, maybe? Who knows? Todd is nothing but an unemployed man right now. It kind of makes me laugh at how hard he is trying to keep the secret. How desperate do you have to be to pay people to be your co-workers? Only more money for the wedding bill, I guess.
Is he really faking all of this? Why would he go this far? Ugh! How would I know anything? How do I even know if you're telling me the truth?
Then why don't you try asking him yourself? Anyway, that's all for now. Talk to you later. Please help me, Nicole. I was just given the bill for the wedding and the total cost came out to $100,000. I can't pay for it. I thought I had the cost under control. I don't know how everything came out to be so expensive. I'm so done for. There is no way I can just come up with that. And you thought you could get by with giving her a cheap wedding when you claimed to have millions? I can't believe you even hired actors to play doctors. Or at least, that's what I'm assuming. I had no choice. I worked so hard to make everything look like I was actually a doctor. She really wanted to meet the doctors and nurses that I work with, so I had to hire people to make it look real. You have no idea what I went through to do all of this, and now it's going to be for nothing. When I walked into the venue today, I nearly had a heart attack. There were so many expensive-looking things that I didn't remember buying. That's when I realized Tiffany must have bought some extra things. I didn't think she would spend this much money. There's just no way this can be happening to me right now. I'm screwed. Calm down. What's done is done. There's just nothing you can do about it now. You were the one who wanted to continue lying. You are only facing the consequences of your actions. Shut up! I don't want to have this argument with you right now. The thing I need is money. Money! If I can't pay this wedding bill, then it's all over. I wonder if the police will get involved if you don't end up paying. The wedding venue looked extremely expensive, and the staff clearly has high standards. You might just get arrested. Please, Nicole, I'm counting on you. Just lend me the money. I know very well how much money you have saved up. This is nothing but a small loan to you. I promise I'll pay you back. There is no way in hell I'm giving you any of my money. I also don't trust an unemployed man with a history of being irresponsible with money to pay me back. But I can pay you back. Please. Don't I still mean anything to you? Think back to our wedding day. We were together for 10 years before this. Show some empathy. Why can't you just help me? We used to care so much about each other. Can't you see that I'm struggling? Yeah, I do see that you're struggling. But you're also the man who was married to me for 10 years, had a son with me, and then ditched us for another woman you cheated on me with. Not to mention that woman was at one point my best friend. Yeah, but... You are also overdue on child support. Child support? Did you forget that's something you have to do? You were supposed to pay for it 2 days ago. I was? I couldn't care less about what happens to you right now. I don't care what woman you choose to marry or spend the rest of your life with. After we divorced, you were history. But one thing is for sure. You are still Kenny's father. Don't you ever forget that. Don't do anything to hurt his feelings. He still deserves his father in his life, so take on some damn responsibility for him. I will. I'm sorry. Good. So go and work to pay your child support on time and make the money to pay for your wedding on your own. And when you get home, pay the child support. That is the least you can do.
What should we do, Nicole? Turns out Todd really is unemployed right now. I just couldn't believe what I was hearing from him.
Trust me, I felt the same way about his lies. I'm just amazed how he could pull off such a grand and unrealistic lie like that. I mean, $2 million a year as a doctor? How unrealistic can you be? And the fact I used to be married to him and know everything about him, and then hearing something like that? Can you imagine how crazy that all sounded to me?
Shut up and stop acting like you've won a game or something. Don't you understand the financial position we are in right now? Do you know how embarrassing this all was to explain to the venue staff? I had to apologize at my own wedding for buying things we actually couldn't afford. I was in my expensive wedding dress trying to explain to them that my husband faked being a rich doctor. It was so degrading.
Your wedding is definitely going to be something I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Shut up!
Instead of just complaining to me, how about you do something that you've been needing to do for a long time now? Hurry up and change your son's daycare like we talked about months ago.
Why the hell are you bringing that up now? What does that have to do with anything? I barely even remember that conversation. Why the hell should I have to change where my kid goes to school when you are the one who has a problem with it?
That's not the only reason. You see, you have to pay for daycare. In other words, only working parents with money can leave their kids in a place like that. But both of you don't work, right? Looks like you have no choice anyway.
Oh, no.
You might get a warning in the mail soon about it. Who knows? Maybe they will give you some time until you find a job. I think they only give you 3 weeks, though, out of courtesy. It's just that if you're home and neither of you work, then why do you need a daycare? How will you even pay for it?
Only 3 weeks? Please tell me you're lying. How can we both find jobs in 3 weeks? This is all just impossible.
If they find out that Todd has been out of work that long already, then you might not even get the 3 weeks. This isn't looking good for you.
This is way too much stress for me to handle right now. Am I really going to have to find a job overnight? We are both going to have to find jobs fast. But if we don't have daycare, then how will we be able to work? We can't have our son at home with both of us at work. The timing with all of this just doesn't work.
I don't know how it is all going to work for you either. But good luck.
So, we have to find jobs before we get kicked out of the daycare, and we have to pay for the rent, wedding, and child support to you?
Yep. That sounds about right. Oh, and for the daycare, of course. You guys have a lot of work to do.
No! I can't do this. But I don't want to work. I don't want to have to find a job. I thought I had married someone who was able to take care of me and give me an easy work-free life. I was supposed to be rich. I have never worked a day in my life. How am I supposed to do this?
So are you both just going to be jobless forever then? Talking about this is so much fun. Todd is just like you, too. He never wanted to be the one to have to work in the relationship.
No, 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 no! Everything is so messed up because of this stupid wedding. Our lives are ruined. Where do we come up with this kind of money? How am I supposed to live? What about my son?
Yeah, looks like you're in a pickle. I'm curious to see what you will do about this.
I have no idea what to do. What should I do from here on out? Do you have any ideas?
Your problems do not concern me. You did this to yourself. Just work hard and good luck. You were the one who chose to steal my good-for-nothing husband and spend $100K on a wedding. I hope you have a lovely marriage. Tiffany and Todd tried really hard to fake the act that they were working to keep their son in daycare as long as possible. Another mom that took her kid to the daycare lived right next door to Todd and Tiffany. She noticed after a few days that they would take their son to daycare and then go straight home. That mom called the daycare to warn them about Tiffany and Todd neglecting their son and leaving him at daycare when they are both home all day. The daycare soon called Tiffany and Todd about their removal. After that, Tiffany and Todd argued about who will be working in the relationship. After a long battle, Tiffany decided to get a part-time job at a local grocery store. She and Todd both fell out of love but couldn't leave each other due to financial reasons. Seems like they will be stuck in an unhappy marriage for a long time, but that no longer concerns me. With my money, I'll be able to retire in a year or so and live a happy and relaxing life with my son. I could have easily bailed them out with my savings, but they didn't deserve it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.